So in this broadcast, we will be move ahead what we have done in a past session. So in a past session, we have discovered our basic tentative architect and we have given to our AI co-founder like this is what we have proposed. And the top of that, our AI co-founder raised certain questions like why we are using Angular frontend, fetching data strategy, CSC order management, like that. So in this particular session, we will be giving answer to the AI co-founders queries. So that way our chat thread will get more mature. The more context, the more mature it will be. So when the point we reach to do the actual coding via vibe coding, so this will make sure like we both going in the same direction. We as a human founders and AI co-founder will move to the direction. Obviously there will be a gap, but we have to make sure like there will be a minimum gap. So now let's go and give answer to our technical co-founder of their concern. So we'll be opening a new file, a temporary file, and writing a prompt here. Answer to your question. The first is Angular. It's simple UI with 4 or 5 tabs like dashboard, orders, market, system health, and this much is pretty much okay. What else? Okay, okay, droplets. So SCHDN is a library specifically made for Next.js. It is just like a Bootstrap or Foundation or Tailwind, but it has a more advanced feature in there. So what we are looking for. So if it adopts and compatible with Angular, then it's well and good. Otherwise, we can switch to PrimeNG. So here I'm writing, instead of writing API part like a get, post, patch, put, we simply put dump files directly via Python engine. For example, if a Python engine is located at certain location, and then we'll make some cron, so it will run on given interval and directly dump data into the Angular htdocs or where the www is located, right? No need. So basically AI co-founder raised question on like how it will be deployed and all. So it has valid question like npm other packages are required, but our strategy from the beginning, system should be straight and simple. So we'll directly put our this dist into directly www. When we actually have droplets available from DigitalOcean, then you'll have better understanding of it. Okay, let's come back to the next concern. Fetch data, immediately process in one cron cycle. Yeah, it has raised correct question. So we'll acknowledge that. Here, like what AI co-founder saying, instead of having one cron responsible to do all the operations, it is navigating us to divide the cron, and each cron will have its separate responsibility. So that's correct. So we acknowledge that and extended the given behavior. Now, third concern is CSV for order journal under concurrent writes. Okay. Cron jobs can occasionally overlap to processing files. No, we cannot go to any of the database because unnecessary it will overhead the system and increase our cost also. Any simple droplet can run this system, but if we include any database to it, our RAM will be used. So no, we'll stick to. So here we are proposing a solution. Like we'll design a code in such a way that there'll be no overlap, so corruption will be avoided. right? So when exactly we'll start coding, you will come to know like what uh, our aim is here. Okay, fourth question is somewhat similar to the third question. Okay, in the fifth concern, it has like whether we be having multi time frame or one time frame. So even my recommendation here will go with the single time frame, because if we go with the multiple time frame, then there'll be RAM and CPU and other things will be required. So that is not going to possible with the basic droplets. Okay, for that you have to have a good system running on. We'll keep it simple. Okay, so hopefully given your all sense. Now let's revise your understanding. So this way, somewhat prompt engineering works. You give prompt and then you mature your chat thread. So the ultimate outcome will be your thread will be more mature and it knows like what we are doing. So when the moment you start coding, the maximum knowledge is there with the chat thread. So it will be easy to go further. Now let's see what is revised understanding of a AI co-founder. Okay, here it has locked engine orchestration, storage, front end. Why it has omitted SSDN? See, it's not, though it's not urgent right now, but we'll come to it later. Any which ways, like it's kind of pilot project for me also. First time I'm doing the this sort of complex stuff. So as we move ahead, it will get more mature. On architect, what he's saying multi-cron design locked. Okay. Fetcher, processor, strategy. I guess processor is not required. The moment you fetch data from your HTTP, the very next step would be to add those things. So this we will fine tune as we start coding. The strategy, even these two can be merged together, strategy and executor. Don't know why these two are separate. No worries, we will be rectify when we start doing actual coding. And log somewhat it has missed. Okay, data for file structure locked raw. Folder structure it has proposed like this, but this can be more improved. We are not expecting to this our AI co-founder understood the whole thing at very first or second prompt only. It will mature as we go ahead and ahead. So we should be satisfying the 50% level. So what I see here, our AI co-founder understood the system perfectly by the 50% benchmark. So that's good for us. Instead, YML, we can go with environment. Symbol at launch a list. Okay, it is asking more and more questions. I guess for now, let's write a prompt. Okay, let's acknowledge our co-founder, 50% understood correctly. So, and by the end of any active session where we really contributed on the file level, uh, it will be a standard practice to update your documents like MD and all. So make sure it's well updated. So whenever we open our next session, so make sure like there is no outdated information, because sometimes there will be a scenario we have done so much of coding changes in other things, but README says something else. So it will confuse our technical AI co-founder. Perfect. Let's revise. So in this broadcast, we brainstorm a system with the technical co-founder, context building done on this chat thread, maiden tentative architect we achieved, project planning will do when we start the coding, and coding will be get started by coming broadcast. So our prompt is ready. Let's give it to AI co-founder. Let's close this file, not required. Do not save. Let's close this temporary file, not required. This was our initial. This one also not required. Okay, so let's review the README. It has drastically changed its understanding. Minimal file-based algorithmic trading system powered by Python and Binance API. Correct. It has removed this stuff, instead written very minimal orchestration, cron tab, the files, front end, read only, engine. Correct. And earlier it has this architect, instead we filtered this one, or simplest. No shared rights, data flow. Okay, secrets and all located here. Okay, why it has omitted this stuff? Guess we'll commit to later. Okay, it's quite satisfactory. So we'll allow all. Perfect. Now let's commit and push. Okay, let's fix this stuff if we can. Otherwise, my name will kept on coming as a test user. I don't want that. Before that, let's see. Push is not done yet. Still, I see the old file. So we have a scope to improve it. Yes. Name is er-Chaan. Oops. I guess we forgot. Okay, still it is asking to do this. Instead, like we can do simply from here. It's also throwing. Okay, it has to do new SSH. Algo trading local. New SSH. Algo trading local. Encryption type. Authentication key. Or signing key. Key type it has not given. So we'll ask for the key type. What will be our key type? Also set my name, email ID, signing key. Okay, so it is saying signing key. Let me go to my phone and type 81. Approve and close. Okay, Algo trading local successfully created. Let's give it to. Okay, it has set name as er-Chaan. This. Okay, it has set this also. Now let's give acknowledge. I have done this. It's successfully created. Now commit and push. The key is correct. Issue is that the GitHub added a signing key only. The authentication key may not have saved properly. Please go to this key, confirm name under authentication key, one under this and one under another. So I might have to delete this. Okay, authentication key. I might have to delete this one, but it belongs to other project. Let's add one more. Algo trading local authentication key. Okay, so new algo trading local authentication key. Key is added successfully. Okay, we have successfully authenticated. Now it will attempt to push. Okay, see this is pushed successfully. Now what we are looking at it, why we have done this, to configure it. Test user. So now instead on refresher if my readme file I'm expecting to be updated, and as well as my like perfect name here instead test user. I was in hurry the other day, so I did not get a time to properly set it up. So we can see now this repository is properly updated. So as we move ahead, this our MD will be more mature. So I guess this is for pretty much for this broadcast. Possibly from the next broadcast, we'll start doing actual coding on it. Okay. So that's all. Signing out for this.